For the layman, Stephen, if you could explain how this works. When I enter something on GPT, whether
Right.
I put a text and ask it to polish it, or I'm asking for something, what exactly happens in the data centers, a couple of which you may have visited, in the frigid climes there? What exactly is happening, and what does Nvidia do there?
Right. Okay. So there's two phases to AI. There's training, where we make the AI, and then there's inference, where we ask the AI questions. So what you're calling is the second one, inference. We're going to ask the AI some kind of request. We type our request into the ChatGPT web portal, let's say, or we speak it into our phone. It's taken via broadband to a data center, which is a gigantic, basically airplane hangar-sized building filled with racks and racks and racks and racks of Nvidia computing equipment arranged like library stacks shelving, each of which is going to have a very powerful collection of microchips in it. So the request shows up, and then it's going to go to the AI, and the AI is this giant grid of simulated neurons. And it's going to process this request by doing tons and tons of calculations, and specifically a certain kind of calculation called a matrix multiplication. Matrix multiplications are very kind of computationally intensive, and this is why you need so many microchips. They build a picture you want to look at, or whatever it is, write your song, write your essay, and then return it to you back through the pipe. That's what the data center does. Now, specifically, the mathematics of what the NVIDIA microchip are doing are rather complex, but essentially what they're doing is something called parallel computing, where they're taking your request and breaking it into thousands or tens of thousands of smaller requests, and then executing them on the microchip all at once. Your CPU in your laptop doesn't do that. It breaks your request maybe into 2 or 3 requests and does it all at once. NVIDIA was doing parallel. Now, the advantage of parallel is obviously a lot faster. OpenAI and others are having to build these gigantic data centers. They're building one now in Texas that hopefully I will go visit in the next few months. It's like 2 square miles of computing equipment. It's going to use something like a gigawatt of power, which is roughly equivalent to like a city, right? And all it's going to do is field your requests, talking in your phone. How does Twitter or how does X or Instagram rank the feed of what you're getting? It uses an AI, right? How does it decide algorithmically what content to show you? For industrial purposes like routing, where's this truck going to go? Where can I use AI in my enterprise? Those demands are tremendous. The video rendering, all sorts of stuff. So the demand for this AI is projected to go like this over the next few years. And we're at the beginning of a $1 trillion data center build out that's just starting now. Jensen calls these AI factories, where data goes in and intelligence comes out. That $50 billion that they're going to spend on this facility in Texas, all right, well, there's power, there's electric power, there's water, there's land, there's construction costs. But the primary cost of that $50 billion is buying NVIDIA microchips. And that has made NVIDIA today the most valuable company in the